Hi all dear readers, this is Simona Rich. I'm still in the meditation in the Thai Buddhist monastery, and it's my day 19 of 12 hours meditation a day, and amazing insights are taking place because it is called insight meditation, and it gives you insight into your nature, the nature of this world, psychic phenomena, because before I was experiencing all those things, but I did not understand what they were. And meditation as such gives incredible insight, and it's so amazing because it comes from within. You're not reading about it in a book, it just gets revealed from within. This is so incredible. I love it so much. So I would like to share in this video one insight that I got, and I will keep most of the insights to myself because it's of personal nature, but this insight is important to share because it might save some cases of insanity in people, because when you meditate, lots of things can take place and you might get really scared. For example, as you may know, if you are familiar with my work, is that I got really scared after Kundalini awakening and I converted to Christianity. I ran to Jesus, and that's because I did not understand what was happening to me. So this is quite similar to what happened to me today, but I received insight and therefore I was not afraid. So this is not the first time that it happened to me. It happened quite a few times before, but now I understand what it is. So basically, I was meditating and the body, the nerves were being cleansed. I would receive movements and energy sensations and so forth, and visions. And then I felt so relaxed, and at the end of meditation I lied down, and when I did, I received classical signs that you're going to astral project, which is body getting into the state of extreme vibration, and it feels like electricity and you may hear electric sound. But instead of projecting, the body just started moving like the astral body, not my actual body. But then it did not really astral project, but instead I tuned in and I started hearing voices, and it happened to me before, and this would be probably the most unpleasant thing. One of the most unpleasant things that could happen during meditation is to hear voices in your head, because again, we are conditioned to believe that if you hear voices in your head, you're crazy or it's dangerous, you're losing your mind and so forth. It's all conditioning. It's this evil Western psychological conditioning. It's not true. Basically, now I received an insight of what it was, and I wasn't afraid to listen, because in the past when I would hear those voices I would be so afraid, and I just did not want to listen what those voices were. But now I was no longer afraid, and I listened, and actually I realized that they weren't directed at me. I was basically tuning in to the psychic line, so it's like telephone line. You were listening in on someone else's conversation. So basically this allowed me to discover that I can tune in to the conversations that people have with on a spiritual level, so to speak. So for example, meditation master is far away from his pupil, and he can communicate in this way to his pupil. So I was hearing instructions. So there were maybe around 3 or 4 people, a woman, and all of the rest of them were men. I was hearing different conversations with different instructions. It wasn't directed at me at all, but if you are not used to it, and people are generally selfish, you just believe everything is happening to you, that some spirit is talking to you, or that you're going crazy, and it's not true. You're just tuning into those conversations that are taking place. And interestingly, the day before I was actually reading about it. I was reading Mahatma letters about masters telling that one of their pupils can receive instructions from them through this psychic line. and now it just happened to me. So it's incredible. So if you meditate and start hearing voices in your head, don't be afraid. Just know that you just tuned into this so-called psychic line, and so you're hearing instructions, and they're probably not even directed at you unless you have some kind of master who tells you that he's going to communicate with you in such a way. So actually you can perfect this, and the next time it happens to you, try to tune into one conversation. Not that you really want to listen into the conversations of others, but just for training, try to tune into one conversation, then to another, and basically you are developing psychic power. So this is what I discovered, what the insight showed me, that this is not some kind of sign that you're going crazy, but that actually your mind is sharpening through meditation, and you can tune in to those conversations happening on the spiritual plane. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. I love you all. Have a good day. God bless.